Hello boys and girls, welcome to my channel, I'm ForClassic and welcome to BenchART. So for today what I have in it is FIFA 20, developed by EA Canada, and it is using as usual the Frostbite free engine. So this is the first time I'm trying a FIFA game on the Nvidia MX130, so if you have an MX130, check if you have the GDDR5 version. If you have that version, you have this performance that you're about to see. Also, if you have a GT940 MX with GDDR5, you can expect the same performance since both of the graphic cards are the same. So looking to the requirements, you see that what you need is an i3 CPU, 8 gigs of RAM, and pretty much a GTX 660 for the minimum settings. But honestly, these requirements doesn't say much to me, so I decided to take the test with 3 different settings to try to understand how FIFA 20 plays on the MX130. So I decided to try with 720p high settings, 900p median and 720p median settings, all of them during the cutscenes or the replays. When I got it was a performance varying from 20 to 30 frames per second. Although during the gameplay with 720p high settings I was able to see drops below 60 frames per second during those corners. Alright, the 900p median settings, for example, I got a performance between 60 to 75 frames per second, which is rather acceptable, but you know, choosing for example a stadium during daytime, it might trigger worse performance, so I decided that the best settings to enjoy FIFA it is to play with 720p and using median settings. The performance that you can expect it is something between 70 frames per second to 90 frames per second I mean, during the gameplay, and during the replays 30 frames per second with drops here and there depending on the complexity of the scene. So it's pretty playable, but for me FIFA 20 it should be played with VSync enabled. So in the settings menu there is an option there called locked to 60 frames per second. I do recommend you to choose that setting since it offers a very good stability overall and drops down a little bit the temperatures of your laptop, since your laptop only needs to make its efforts to reach 60. And as you can see during the gameplay, what you will get it is pretty much 60 frames per second, since without it, what you get it is 70 to 90. So you just get a locked 60 frames per second with no drops. During the replays, what you get it is 30 frames per second with those drops here and there, like I did told you. So it's pure perfection. 720p, it's a median settings, it is the graphic settings that I do recommend you to play FIFA 20. So that's all that I want to talk about FIFA. So hope you keep enjoying the rest of the video. I decided to leave the bots or the CPU to battle each other, to have its game between each other, because I do suck at football games. So I let the CPU face each other. Alright, so that's it. Hope you keep enjoying the rest of the video, and I do hope to see you soon. Goodbye.
Verratti now. Minier. He has teammates to play it to. That's how to flummox the opposing defence. It has to be! Tremendous reflexes. Thibaut Courtois. They favoured a short one here. A really top-notch piece of defending. He succeeds in clearing it. Verratti now. Under Herrera. Now, let's see what they can do here. He could pick out a teammate. As an attacking player, you rather hope you'll get the decision in your favour, but offside here.
Yeah, the defence got that spot on, and so did the linesman.
The ball with Luka Modric. Carvajal. Poor attempt at a pass, really. Verratti. Bernat. Here's Mbappe. Here is Juan Bernat. In a position from which they could potentially do a bit of damage here. Here's Carvajal. But a few years ago, we didn't really think of Paris Saint-Germain as potential Champions League winners. Suffice it to say, Lee, those days are gone.
Well, absolutely, and it's about time, really, that France, and especially Paris, had a powerhouse in European football. And they've now got that. They're building on what they've done in the past. But certainly they're emerging as a real talent.
Neymar. Mbappe. Now, this might pay dividends. The opening goal, due reward for their efforts.
Well, they've made the pressure count. They really deserve this lead. Well, goalkeepers call the post and the crossbar their friends. Not on this occasion. Clips the inside and goes in the back of the net.
Slightly different vantage point in terms of the goal that was scored. And so, back playing again, PSG with the lead. In possession, Marcelo. Benzema, wasteful with that one. Cavani. Dangerous looking through ball. Benzema. It did appear that they might be onto something, but not so. Cavani. Now Meunier. Well, they are on the wrong end of the scoreline. But Lee, your overall thoughts on their current situation?
Well, this Madrid side just needs to up the tempo a little bit in the second half. They've had some joy, especially in midfield and up front. The team's nearly clicking, just not quite there.
And that is offside. Here's Mbappe. Neymar. Oh, nice ball over the top to chase. Wonderful chance. Will it come back to haunt them? A golden opportunity squandered, Lee.
What a chance. That was the game right there.
And that is that. Half-time here in the Spanish capital. Excellent first half from Neymar in this game, Lee.
Well, Derek, it certainly was a good 45 minutes from the lad. Obviously got the goal to give him the lead, but he's looked very, very lively as well.
And so the second half of this Champions League group stage matchday 1 contest commences. Hazard. Karim Benzema. Mbappe with it. Under Herrera. Edinson Cavani now. Looking confident with the ball at his feet. And he knows he can do a lot better on the shooting front.
Well, how many times has he had that chance in training and scored? On that occasion, all over the place.
Carvajal. The ball with Luka Modric. Casemiro failed to hang on to it. And the advantage is with PSG. Bernat. Cavani. Not a very complicated catch for the keeper. There's excellent pressure high up the pitch. Benzema. Hazard. The ball with Luka Modric. Eden Hazard. Regained possession. And we're inside the final 30 minutes. Under Herrera. Mbappe with it. Bernat. Mbappe. Just knocking it around, looking to carve out a chance. Well, just couldn't keep the ball. Neymar. Verratti now. Cavani. Kimpembe. Verratti. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that pass. Well, it's come down to the final 20 minutes here. Carvajal. Well, real difficulty keeping the ball. Karim Benzema. The ball with Luka Modric. Ball's gone. Can they hit on the break? Good vision. Can he get onto this? Bernat. All in all, a broken counter-attack. The ball with Luka Modric. Attempting to play catch-up in this second half. Lee, what ought the priorities to be?
Well, the game is very, very close, isn't it? And Madrid will feel as if there's another goal out there. Force the opposition backwards. More balls in the box. Put the pressure on. Force the issue.
Cavani. Turning inside. Where's he going to go? Modric. Benzema. And that's an important intervention. Mbappe with it. Under Herrera. Bernat. Playing with purpose. It's got to be! That is a moment he would dearly love to have back, if possible.
Yeah, it wasn't his best effort, was it? But I bet he thought, I haven't got anything on. Why not try a shot?
Carvajal. Marco Asensio. Now Casemiro. We've had the official word. There will be a minimum of 2 added minutes. Here's Carvajal. Real Madrid attacking, and they have to give it a go with time not on their side. Well, now it is final, and Real Madrid will be wondering where